Hey everybody, welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about a word that is super useful to know in Spanish, and that word is ay, spelled H-A-Y, just pronounced I. Remember, H is always silent. So what I'm going to do is just give you some instances where you might be able to use this in real life. Okay, to start, I'm going to give you a couple scenarios where you might hear that word asked of you in a question. So the first one is maybe you go to a restaurant and you need a table for you and your friends. You might say, necesitamos una mesa. We need a table. They might ask you, ¿Cuántas personas hay en tu grupo? How many people in your group? So you could just respond by saying like, hay seis, for there are six. The other scenario, and this actually happened to me, is if, let's say you were stopped by a police, or maybe you were in the airport and security stopped you, maybe they would ask you, ¿Qué hay en tu mochila? What's in your backpack? And you say, oh, hay ropa, there's clothing, there's this, there's that, hay whatever. Okay, now I'm going to give you a couple things you could say as a question using this word. So the first one is maybe you're staying in a hotel and you want to go out to eat and you want to ask, if there's a good restaurant around here. You could just say, ¿Hay un buen restaurante por aquí? ¿Hay un buen restaurante por aquí? And of course that just means, is there a good restaurant around here? Okay, the other one is kind of like an informal way to say what's up to somebody, and that's just ¿Qué hay? ¿Qué hay? It's like, what's up? And then I want to give you two expressions or two other things you could say along with that. One of them is another way to say de nada. De nada is a way to say you're welcome. So you can also say no hay de qué. No hay de qué. That's just another way to say you're welcome. And then the last one, which we say in English all the time, no problem. In Spanish, that's no hay problema. No hay problema. Okay, just to give you a chance to practice using the word I a little bit, here's a question for you. ¿Cuántas fotos y videos hay en tu teléfono? So many photos and videos are on your phone. Let me check mine really quick. En mi teléfono hay 3,545 fotos y videos. Okay, that's it. If you have questions, let me know. Adios.